Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today, first, I just want to apologize about my disruption in my upload schedule. Last week I missed an upload and then I missed yesterday. So we're posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, and we'll go back to the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for following unless I post anything on my community tabs. But we are here to do the, 6th, 5th, an update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. And if you're unfamiliar with this project, first, I'm going to just link Emily. She is the creator of this project pan. This is a prompt-based project pan, all centered around a deck of playing cards. So you draw a card, it goes with a prompt. Those prompts get shuffled once a month. So the deck and the prompts are always new in their significant slot, other than the face cards. So King, Queen, Jack, and Ace, and Joker. Yes, there is a Joker in this stack of cards. Those are all always the same, no matter what. So those never change. The black face cards have a certain set of prompts, and then the red face cards have a certain set of prompts. So I, guys, I have a great update. I'm just gonna say it now. You are in for a treat today. I'm in for a treat today. So I'm excited. Let's just grab the Project Pan bullet journal, this guy, and I'm going to talk about the items in the order that they appeared in this project. So starting from the first item that we had in, all the way into the item that we just rolled in, the most recent. So kicking things off is actually what I am wearing on my lips. And that was for the prompt, "Are you joking?" I pulled the Joker. I think it was the first card I pulled. I pulled the stinking Joker. And for that, I decided to go with this guy. This is the P. Louise, the Basic Brights Eye Base. This is in the shade Rude Boy Red. Now, I'm wearing it as a lipstick today. It's very beautiful as a lipstick. Typically, it looks a little bit more pink than what it looks like in the monitor. Today, it looks like very red. However, other mornings have worn this. It looks more of that hot pink, just a hot pink. I set the goal for this guy to be just to use it 30 times. Y'all, we crushed that goal. We actually, including today, I didn't mark that. Including today, I've worn this 32 times, and it took me 6 months to get to this point. So there is that. But this guy is rolling out. We're kicking off this update strong with a rollout. So that's very exciting. I enjoyed this. It's definitely not my favorite. However, I was happy that I got so much use out of it. She's going to get tucked away into my stash. I probably will pull her out. I like it as a lipstick. I really like it as a lipstick. So I'll probably pull it out to use occasionally that way, but she's going to go back into my collection for now. Then we go into what was the prompt, my latest purchase. And back in January, my latest purchase was from Black Friday. And I rolled this guy in. This is the Natasha Denona Topper Shadow in the shade it's a duochrome topper. In the shade Burnt Terracotta / Green. This is so pretty. Can you see all this shift? I don't even know. I think it was better when it was focused on me so you could see the shift in this guy a little bit more. This is such a beautiful color. And this really was nice to pair with my Subculture palette. So that is that swatch there. You can kind of see all those shifts with it not focused super well. But it's such a pretty shade. So as of the last update, we needed to use this 9 more times. And let me tell you, it was actually quite a struggle to reach for this the 9 times. But we did it. I had my last use yesterday when I'm filming this. So I'm super, super happy that I was able to get my use out of this. Hit the 30 use goal that I set out for myself. Another one that's been in since the very beginning of the project. So it took a lot longer than I thought to get the 30 uses on this. But I like to switch up my eye looks. And I really focus on my Pan Those eyeshadows. And this kind of fell on the wayside. But second item that's getting rolled out of this project. I'm very excited about that. moving to an item that I knew I would have rolled out, and that's this guy. This is the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit Mega Glow Highlight. And, oh man, I forgot what I rolled this in for. I completely forget what I rolled this in for. It'll be on the screen somewhere if I have it, but I rolled this in last update, and my goal was only to use this 15 times, and I did. So there's nothing really to show. It's a loose highlight. It's so pretty. This is such a blinding, like incredibly blinding highlight. So that is this guy there. So stunning. She's rolling out though. A product that I wasn't really sure if I would be able to meet the goal or not. I was kind of like, I probably can meet this, but I have no idea if I'm going to. So that was this guy. This is a CoverFX powder I picked up from work not too long ago because CoverFX was getting taken out of our Ultas, and they were doing an event where like every couple weeks it was like dropping down the percent off of the, or increasing the percent off, so dropping down the price. So I got this for like 90% off plus my discount. So the CoverFX setting powder in translucent light, guys, I'm so sad because I love this. I love this so much. This is the perfect setting powder. It really does set my face and does an amazing job at just like, my makeup lasts all day. I do this and then a setting spray, and I swear my makeup has increased in longevity since kind of switching to a traditional setting powder like this. So I don't know which one I'm going to try once this one's gone, because I can't get this one at my store anymore, which is a bummer. But my goal was only to use about 1 to 2 grams of product. I used 2.2 grams of product in this guy, so obviously my goal was met. I didn't think I was going to be able to meet the goal this quickly, and then it just happened. It just happened. So I'm very happy about that. So the last product I rolled in, I think it was for like a body care product. And for that, I ended up bringing in my big heifer of a Supergoop sunscreen. This is the Supergoop Play Everyday Lotion, the SPF 50. Thing is humongous. Absolutely humongous. But we were very close to being gone with this, and I just kind of needed the extra effort and the extra like push to get this out of my stash, out of here, and I did. I finished this within a week, which kind of makes me feel bad that I put this in here, but I really needed some extra push for this. Ooh, who's entering my room? Bandit decided to not enter, but anyway, so I ended up finishing this. I don't know if I would repurchase this one, but that 5 for 5 getting rolled on out, which means all new products are getting into this project, and I'm so excited. I'm so ready for this. I'm so happy, especially those older 2 items that were just lingering for way too long in this project. So now we can finally like have some fun in this project again. It's like a whole new project for me. So I've already shuffled my cards here, but I'm going to put up the game board so you guys can see it, but I always do have the game board linked down below in the description box. Bandit's in here. He's enjoying a bone, so you might hear some like happy puppy background noise. That's him. So I need to get the game board up. One moment. So I have the deck of panning game board up, which now I can correspond or like look at which cards I have. So without any rhyme or reason, I'm going to, I don't know why I attempt to do this every time, and like I swear like at least half of the time the cards fall out of my hand, but I continue to do it every time. So the first card, man, 5 cards, this is exciting, is the Ace of Clubs. This is exciting. I guess maybe it's not exciting. This is a +1 item. So I'm going to just set this down, and we're going to now pull 6 cards. I have the Jack of Clubs. That is a random color generator. I'm super excited. I love random color generator prompts. Then the 9 of Clubs. A lot of clubs this time. So the 9 of Clubs is actually a wish list dupe, and I don't even have a I don't have a current wish list. So I'm going to have to like quickly look at Trend Mood and just see what I want, or maybe rack my brain about what I've been looking at the store. I have no idea what that's going to be. The third prompt is going to be the 6 of Diamonds, which is going to be something that reminds me of spring. I'm okay with that. We're in summer, but I can definitely make something springtime work for me. Then 7 of Hearts is social media pics. That's going to be a good one. I'm going to shuffle these one more time, just not because I looked at them, just because I kind of want to see if that does anything for me. Okay, then the 5th item is going to be the 6 of Hearts, which is an indie product. That's always good. And the very last item is an Ace of Diamonds. Oh, that's a pick your space. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I think for the I get to pick my space, I'm torn between 2. I'm either going to do the random uses or gifted. Both of them kind of make me think of Haley, which is kind of why I wanted to like include them for that. So I think I'm going to pick either one of those, but I'm going to mull over some of these. I have to quickly social media pics a product. So hopefully I can film this very quickly. I will be back in a second. So I just realized that I, needed to randomly generate a color. So I'm going to do that with you guys now. So I'm just going to go to my random color generator app. The first color is going to be a wash. We're not using that. We're going to like generate it together. Even though like that would have been beautiful. So the color that we're going to use is, oh boy, I probably should have kept it at the other one. So I'm going to just screenshot that so I can put a picture on the screen and pick the color out, or like you guys can see it in its entirety. But I'm going to go run and grab something that's this shade. Oh man, I have no idea. We'll kick it off using the Jack of Clubs, which was a random color generator, picks the color, and I have to associate my draw with that. So obviously we got this beautiful shade of like lime green, like a yellow, like just a fluorescent kind of shade. And I'm kind of torn with wanting to declutter this palette, but maybe I want to give it another try. And this, like, rolling it into this is perfect for that. I'm going to roll this like super fluorescent, like pastel yellow green kind of shade in to this project, because it's, I mean, in person it's super similar to that. I hope you can see on camera, but I think that's super close and I think it'll be really nice. So I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to set a really low goal. Here's what we're going to do. I want to reach for this shade in particular 5 times, but I want to reach for the palette as a whole at least 10 times. So 5 of them have to be this, and then the other 5 can be whatever I want. I feel like that's doable. I can also mix and match them, so there's that. So that's going to be my goal for this. 5 or 10 uses total in this palette, but 5 in that yellow shade. Then moving over to a wish list dupe, and there's not a lot on my wish list. I see a lot of makeup day in and day out now at work, so I don't get that like draw of products like I used to like really like be like, I totally want one of those, blah, 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 blah. Except there's one item at work that I see over and over again, and I like didn't think about it until I was perusing Trendmood for about a half hour. And I really want it's called Zesty Bestie, Fenty Beauty's new lip stain. I want the one that's Zesty Bestie. I want that orange one. It's so pretty. So instead of that, we're going to pull another lip stain in. This is the Oma by Sharon C. This is the It's Complicated Lip Tint Oil Gloss. And it kind of gives me a very similar effect. Not at all the same shade, but a similar effect to that lip stain. This is kind of like the Berry Banger, I think, is like the Fenty version of that. It's not my favorite, this formula. it's just okay. It kind of makes my lips feel drier, even though it's like a oil in there. It definitely makes my lips feel drier. I'm going to set myself a very easy 10 use goal on this guy. Moving on. I have the 6 of diamonds, which was something that makes me think of spring. And man, I thought about the pastel palette for this. I thought about another palette for this. And I kind of went with something that's more like, the smell makes me think of springtime. And I went with the Givenchy Irresistible Lotion that I have. Now, I can mark this. Starting, I'm like, I can see the lights coming in at this. I am right under the Givenchy right there. I want to finish this up, and then that's how that's going to get rolled out of the project. So we are starting there-ish with that one. Maybe a little, that might be a little bit high, but that's where we are right now, and I want to finish this up. So for indie, I ended up going with the Odin's Eye Alva palette. This was gifted to me by Haley, but I kind of wanted to do this as a no pan left behind style. So I want to use every single shade in this palette at least one time before I can roll it out of this project. I don't think it's going to take me over a month, but I just kind of want to give myself some more use in this. I've only used a couple shades in this, but it's so pretty. Like, and this is like an everyday kind of palette, I feel like, for me. So I can get a ton of use out of this. We have some poppy colors that are bright and fun for spring or summer. And then we have these like neutral basic colors that I can wear to work every day and not get bored of them. So that's what I'm going to do for the indie prompt. Cool. Then I had the Ace of Diamonds, which was Pick Your Space. And as I mentioned, I was either going to do like Project Random Uses or a gifted item, and I ended up doing this guy, which was gifted to me by, of course, Haley. I talk about her in probably every video. So this is the Ritual de Fill highlight in the shade Solaris. Now, opposed to the Alchemist highlight that Haley had gifted me, this one has a much nicer consistency. The Alchemist one was just so greasy, and maybe as I use this, it'll start feeling a little bit greasier too. But it's kind of my monitor just turned off on me, so I don't really know if you can see any shift to it. But it is one of those like duochrome kind of highlights where it goes from like nothing to like a brighter pink. Really pretty. I'm going to roll that one in. 15 uses is what I want to do this. Shouldn't be that hard. I don't have a cream highlight. I'm panning right now, so I totally can get those 15 uses, no problem. But we will get there. Probably next month, but we will get there. Shoot, we're tied again. Josh. No contacts, A or B. Thank you. So we were tied, but as you heard, I asked my husband quickly which one I should pick. So this is the options for the social media picks my product prompt, and we were tied between two NYX items, the NYX High Glass Primer and the NYX Marshmallow Primer. And as you heard, I just asked my husband what one I should pick. He went with B. So the NYX High Glass Primer won. This guy here. I am content panning this. It's a lovely primer. I don't mind using it at all. Plus, I can kind of use this all over the body because it is so beautiful and so glowy. So this is the NYX High Glass Primer. Just leaves a pretty sheen on the skin. And there's not a ton of product. Like, there's very clear usage in it. There might be a little bit of an air bubble. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. So I'm going to make the goal finish this because I'm just enjoying going through my primer collection. That is it for my Deck of Panning Project Pan. Again, update something. I think the 5th update. Maybe. But that is it for this project update. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. I hope if you're doing this project, you let me know. You let me know how you're doing. I hope you had as good of a month as I did, or at least like relatively on par with how my month went. I hope you're making goals in whatever you do. But remember, progress is progress no matter what. You're still using your items however you want to use them. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye!